I like how you can't tell where I end and the chair begins. We're halfway through the season now.
Okay.
Colin Baker's pretty settled in.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're sort of in the fun mode rather than the when is he gonna kill somebody mode.
Right, let's continue. No title looking.
Oh my! Oh, okay. He's back again. He's back again.
Look at that. Look at the size of that thing, Doctor. Just laboratory, eh? Oh. You see it? It's great.
I mean,
it's like 20 castles in the sky.
are we in the right timeline?
No idea. We'll never get back to it, though. Of course we will. I'll believe that when I see it.
Wow, this is a very interesting decision.
I thought you said
not long after we've introduced the new Doctor, it was like, right, we need to get back to the old one.
And companion.
Yes,
to work together in pure research.
It doesn't look that different to how we did in back when they were in Prime mode. Is that the original console then? Or the console?
I don't think so.
No.
Do I ever? Proud and admire your diplomatic skills. I should realize.
Oh. I knew.
He is from Tanasurian. Oh, I have not seen one of these before. I'm blessed.
Yeah, I heard it.
A gift. Such a soft white skin.
Another word for human.
It's what they're called carnival monsters.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. So,
it's a Robert Holmes thing, I think, yeah.
Okay.
As your lord, no chef in the 9 planets would do more to bring out the flavor of the beast. You get on with your butchery. Just taste that flesh.
It'd be funny if it the cucumber instead.
Fell from favour. I'm a bit of an exile. Yes, I heard something about that. But you still...
We know how it ends.
The price I paid for my... Identify.
The approaching craft are Sontaran battle cruisers. Their intention is hostile.
Operate the defense.
Oh.
Please complete your last instructions.
Ah, well.
Don't do that. We'll frighten the fish.
Back to the Doctor and Companion we thought we'd be with.
So how are you doing?
Well, I mean... this is not quite what I thought happened, but okay. I'll take it.
Stop it! Irrational and thoroughly objectionable old idiot! Who are you, Spotty, at you hairy-legged Highlander? I'm just admiring your diplomatic skills. A story?
I recognise that hand and that weapon.
The Great Lakes of Pandatoria.
Sontarans and fishing. 2 very appropriate storylines.
What's wrong?
Shocker, we're not hurt you. We are wild, aren't we? Look so white and ransomly layered on the bone. A sure sign of a tasty animal.
You think of nothing but your stomach, do you, Shocker?
It's celery. That's what you need.
What was it? A flute? Something you blew into?
A glass of water.
No, I don't think so. A recorder.
Doctor, you're not making any sense.
I also need a sonic screwdriver in a 0 room.
Archimedes. Fascinating, that bit wet. Brunel. Dastari. Johnson Dastari, HP1, head of project, Space Station Chimera, 3rd Zone. That's
About that.
the unholy, unburiable smell of Armageddon. I think you'll feel a good deal
It
sicker.
just got very gloomy all of a sudden.
Floor trips, electronic sensors, death rays, jets of nerve gas. Nothing to worry about.
Look, I was afraid it might be something serious.
And we're in Spain.
Oh, okay.
Hence the flamenco music.
Yeah.
If only I could. Aha!
The new celery.
Meanwhile in Spain.
¿Quién está aquí?
But its mind will be of use. Bring it through.
You carry it, pal. I do not take orders from civilians.
Not improve the Sontaran that they were.
No.
That.
Is it big enough to get down?
I'm trying to imagine how it was an invasion.
Not until I find out exactly
time.
what happened here.
I'll need to see them side by side. Oh.
She managed to land on her heels.
Alright, come in here.
He fell over.
So when are we going to get back up again?
I'll have a service hatches.
She's less clumsy.
Mm.
Oh, there's back to the old meetings.
And smell.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the fiercest pump I ever heard.
There's something down here with us, Perry.
You reckon? I don't know, it's quite nice.
Watermelons in Spain. Perfect.
Yeah.
Leader is to
especially.
see me on the friends I'm great. Sleeping all day and rising at the sunset. Whisper through the roseate dusk on gossamer wings of gas.
Then why do you kill them?
So that I can look at them. I've used cyanide since I was a boy. But quicker, kinder to the little creature than ammonia. Down! I'll bear the sight of gory entrails. Well, except, of course, on the stage.
Yeah. It's going to be you guys that are going to need help soon. Probably. We have not seen Patrick and Jamie in ages.
Over here!
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have that credit.
So that's why Fraser Hines was in the Doctor Who cookbook special feature.
Oh.
I wonder if you put that together.
No, I didn't think
Well,
of
of course,
that.
no, yeah.
Oh, and you were like, oh, I don't know why Fraser.
Yeah, I was like, I did that. I was like, saying Fraser Hines is in it as well for some reason. No idea what he's got to do with the Sixth Doctor's era.
And I believed you. I didn't second guess. Well,
We've got Second Doctor, we've got Jamie, we've got Sontarans, we've got Spain, we've got time experiments, we've got
people eaters.
cannibals, we've got disco scientists. We've got the Top of the Pop set, which is what the inner workings is. It's the Top of the Pop set that they reused.
Definitely a welcome surprise, I guess.
Yeah.
Obviously, we saw Patrick in the Five Doctors.
Yes, we did.
We
We saw Jamie. But I like how you
for a
say
little,
Patrick,
we saw
not
James,
the Second
but
Doctor.
it was mostly
It's the Second Doctor.
yes.
We saw the Second Doctor and Five Doctors. We saw hallucination of Jamie and the Five Doctors.
Yeah, Jamie and Zoe was
Yes,
it the
yes, it
hallucinations?
was.
No Victoria, no Zoe.
Well, they mentioned Victoria. They
Yeah.
said we got her back to where she wanted to go. Maybe in between Victoria and Zoe. I'm not sure where this is supposed to go.
Between some of the missing stories, maybe. I don't
They
know.
mentioned Time Lords, but obviously Time Lords only are first mentioned in the War Games, so it could come after the War Games, but before he gets changed
Right.
into John into the Third Doctor. Does that make sense?
It is Robert Holmes again.
Yeah.
It definitely feels more like Robert Holmes than
It does.
Andrewsani did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's more sort of humorous and fun. Well, I would say fun, but there were some quite gloomy bits.
Yeah, it's like a dark comedy. Androgum,
Right.
which is an anagram of gourmand, i.e. someone who really likes food. So this is kind of a bit of a
okay.
A joke on people who just love food so much, particularly meat eaters.
Right. Okay.
Robert Holmes was a vegetarian.
Ah. Right. Okay.
And just really killing animals in general, even with Oscar and Anita there, right at the end.
Sure.
You know, well, what do you do with them when you kill them? Well, I look at them, of course. You know, it's kind of just joking about with people who are mean to animals.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Again, a very political Robert Holmes story, as he tends to do.
I am liking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's fairly good. I mean, obviously, Second Doctor and Jamie, that was...
You like, yeah.
Yeah, that was quite a big
It's
surprise.
the team, it's the faves.
Yeah, yeah. You know, some of the best stories ever. Well, some of my favourites have been from their time. And they don't look that much, like, older than they did sort of...
I think Jamie looks quite different.
A bit, but still.
Patrick less so. But Fraser Hines was probably early 20s when he started. He's probably 40s by this point, or whatever.
Okay.
Robert Holmes obviously invented Sontarans, so...
That's true.
In theory, should be a good writer for them. Oh,
well,
obviously
not
you
really
weren't...
see...
No, they've not really been in it that much yet.
Yeah, kind of like the Doctor and Jamie. It felt kind of weird, them being in the beginning, and then just sort of... They've disappeared.
There's lots of threads of story happening here, actually.
Yeah.
And actually the timeline is a bit, you know, we kind of follow the Second Doctor and Jamie, we jump to some random place with the Sixth Doctor, and then we go to the place where the Second Doctor and Jamie were back after they've been there, and then we go to Spain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of time jumping around here.
And this is part 1 of 3.
Yeah.
And for the Sontarans, we've not seen him much, but it looked, like...
And obviously Robert Holmes didn't make that costume.
No. They can't
I'll show you the Invasion of Time one.
Yeah, because it definitely still looks a bit off.
Yeah, I think they've never managed to make it as good as the original.
Yeah, but like even Steyer was pretty good. I mean, okay, they are actually quite different.
And then the one that we've just had now.
Yeah, they do look really different.
Yeah.
I think
these ones are taller.
Right. Okay. Yeah,
And
definitely.
slimmer.
Definitely. Yeah. I don't know which one I don't know how I feel about this one. I need more time.
Yeah, sure. We obviously didn't see them very, very much there. We don't really know what their plan is. The Doctor theorised that they are trying to dupe the Time Lords, or like blame the Time Lords for...
Sure.
There's a lot happening.
Andrew Shock Eye, Chess McGee.
Shock Eye of the Quansing Grig. There's a lot of nonsense.
a lot to think about.
2 Doctors.
Okay. There's definitely 2 of them.
There's 2 of them right there. Yeah, so this was hold on, done off the back of the 5 Doctors being so successful.
Right.
John Nathan Turner's idea. He was like, well, 5 Doctors feel so good, let's have another multi-Doctor story.
Oh.
And Patrick was down, so...
Good idea, John. Well, this feels more like a sort of regular story. Like, the 5 Doctors was very much like a tribute.
Yeah.
You know, there's tons of references to the old stuff.
This isn't a special of any kind.
No, they just decided to bring back,
Why not?
No, it's fine. I'm happy with it, but, yeah.
It's not two you would think.
They are
To
quite
put-
similar.
Really?
Well, I mean, they're both quite eccentric and.
I think every Doctor's pretty eccentric.
Okay, that's true, but I don't know. There's just something. Well, they're similar in that sense. Then, I don't know. It's like
Sure.
it's kind of like they alternate.
I guess.
You
Yeah.
have like the kind of serious, kind of silly, kind of serious. You know,
Yeah,
but they
I
all.
guess. I guess so.
Yeah, but then they're never one or the other.
Yeah.
But some more so than others.
So, two Doctors. Well, I
Yes.
forgot to ask you yesterday, what are you thinking about the music?
I think I was liking it.
The Spanish.
Oh yeah. That's always good. Hopefully we'll hear more so that I can have a sort of stronger sense of it.
There's no soundtrack in these next two.
You know, sometimes I think you'll make sense.
You're gonna have to lip read everything. Right.
Oh, there's no sound at
No,
all.
there's no soundtrack, no.
Oh well, I mean, it's a good thing I can lip read. It would be great if they included the second Doctor's face in this intro. Robert Holmes with he's been popping up a bit lately. You know,
He's
Goes
made a
out
bit of a
designing.
comeback, yeah. He had a few years off.
Yeah. Oh.
What? It's Jamie.
Oh, right.
How did he get here?
I've been with you for ages.
But if he's
Shouldn't
here,
even know who you are.
I must have been here, Barry.
Wrong Jamie.
Jamie. It's also pretty interesting because the Sontarans didn't first show up until John. Until third
But he
Doctor.
knew who they were.
No,
If you watched The Time Warrior, he did
He just gave a
recognise
fairly
them.
accurate description
True. But we never saw
of the Sontarans.
second Doctor and Jamie see them.
No.
So,
Databanks are functioning.
oh.
A very few centuries.
Oh,
Centuries. If it's going to take that long, I've
Might
got
as well
to
give up
change
now.
them.
Oh.
I was him, he will be me. Who will I be? Any kind of contact might sever the astral link and kill me.
How long will he be?
I think your doctor's worse than mine.
Boing. Boing.
Alright. I guess that makes sense.
Barbara of Seville. It's an opera.
Okay. I need to brush up on the culture, specifically surrounding Doctor Who's. Oh.
He calls humans primitive.
All of our chefs sample the raw flavour of ingredients before even heating their cooking pot.
Smoke dried. It might just be tolerable.
Boing. The largest of the 25 buildings
Well.
Seville.
Yeah.
Now I know the full extent of the
Specialised
character.
in arcane knowledge.
You know, better be a change of clothes and bath. Should try it more often.
Thank you. What?
If anything happens to myself as a result of it, I will never forgive himself.
Oh, Dylan should stop such impersonal pronouns.
They have roaches everywhere.
Oscar, you are a fool.
Officer,
That's his
we have to
Doctor.
report a tragedy.
I think Oscar and Anita are like the double acts in this one.
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah.
They're very funny.
Yeah.
It worked well enough to breathe.
Do you hear me? Oh, my giddy aunt. Oh, crumbs.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Treachery is as natural as breathing. They're a bit like you Sontarans in that respect. That's a slur on my people. But not only without honour, you're a coward as well.
That's done it.
As you are not a Sontaran, Doctor.
Well, that didn't work, did it?
You think?
And penned in small confined quarters to fatten more rapidly. It's fascinating.
I don't speak Spanish.
That's all right. Neither do they.
It's November 2nd! What special day is this? Aside from a lot of birthdays.
I'm afraid I'm unable to give you a full answer.
We could eat her tonight. I could make a pickle sauce.
Perhaps we shall. But first I must test my suspicions.
What's
Wait, was that outside? Or?
The
Yeah.
human mind is so flabby and vague, it is hard to read. She will give herself away when she sees him.
And then we can cook her.
Not quite that simple. You see... I'm not gonna...
It's a good plan, though. It would have worked.
Yeah.
I like that the villains are actually competent. She's actually quite clever.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, the villains have plans and the doctor's falling over all the time.
Yeah,
To see what's been taken upstairs.
kind of sums up Doctor Who, doesn't it? Villains have a plan, the Doctor just falls over until he fixes it.
Get you nowhere, Stike.
Is he alright?
He has had rather a tiring time lately.
Well,
Without realising that old Rassilon had a second trick up his sleeve.
a most interesting lecture time. Pretty. Yeah, my pretty one.
Yeah,
I guess,
we had a nice bit of music at the end. I believe that's kind of the music is trying to sort of be in the style of like Rodrigo, and like it's very classical Spanish stuff.
mm-hmm.
Vital, yeah.
Right, okay.
Although he's not playing the guitar,
Okay, well,
but
Well,
he
it's
did
still-
get the guitarist and
sure.
all that.
That's, yeah.
What are you thinking?
I am liking this story. It is quite good, I will give it that.
Yeah, what do you like
Yeah.
about it?
I don't know, it's just a good story, I think. You know? All the different sort of characters of it,
Mm.
you know, and obviously having, you know, the returning ones.
Like seeing the Sixth Doctor and Jamie together.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Very different. Well, obviously different.
So they thought it worked quite well, and there's some big Finnish stories that have got the Sixth Doctor and Jamie.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wow.
Shockeye continues to be one of the weirdest characters in Doctor Who history.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the rat scene was
It's
was
really-
quite unexpected.
Yeah.
The one thing that I'm sort of not too keen on is the Sontarans.
Yeah.
They're not
okay,
really in
yeah.
it that much, and they look pretty poor.
Yeah,
But it's
the costumes aren't great. Because they were filming in Spain as well, I think the actors really, really struggled.
Oh,
Because of the heat, and they're in that costume.
They should have been Andragam. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Andragam, yeah.
Andragam. Okay, yeah. They could have been that. Or someone else. I'm liking the season overall, I think.
Yeah.
This is just a continuation of that.
Yeah, Oscar and Anita are one of my favourite Robert Holmes duos. I really like them.
Right, okay.
Very funny. I just like weird characters. and weird. It's a very weird story, isn't it?
Yeah, in ways it is.
I think I like it. I'm glad you're liking it. Let's continue tomorrow.
Yes.
Good one for a hot weather.
For summer,
Yeah.
which we
It's a shame it's not summer.
yeah
Or
we're
hot.
a bit off.
Oh, I love that music.
Yeah,
That's like the Sontarans theme, basically.
Right, we've not actually had a song.
We've heard that music.
Oh, okay. Has that been in like?
Hang on, let's go back.
Was it in? Yeah, let's listen.
It's been in both episodes.
Oh yeah, in this, but not in the past.
No, because it's Peter Howell, who you've always pointed out as being one that you've liked.
Yeah.
And I've met.
You've met Peter Howell?
I have met him.
Do tell.
I went to the National Film School a few years ago, and he's a lecturer there for composing.
Oh.
Lecturer, tutor, I don't know what you call them.
I remember you doing something to do with
I didn't end up there, no.
No.
But yeah. Shockeye is chasing Perry and intends to eat her.
Yeah.
Literally, after cooking her first. Usually when we say there's a monster about to eat someone, they're usually just about to eat them. Shockeye intends to actually cook and serve her as dinner.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get to. He didn't bring any seasoning.
He's left the seasoning in the kitchen.
The power of unlimited time travel, do you?
Oh, you're coming, guys.
Don't be trusted.
We have no need of allies. Sontaran might is invincible.
Oh.
Now you're excited. Here we go.
Here we go. This is what we're waiting for.
Shocker!
Not the best shot for the Sontarans. That's like a Halloween thing.
Yeah. Again, they're outside in Spain and they really struggled.
Was it made out of tinfoil or something?
We've established that androgums are really strong.
Breast dark at the tour d'argent, daffodil, corn, foupard, and molasses. They're exquisite, Shockeye. Why? Grilled pate, I think, Shockeye, followed by bisque de crème. Shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie. A shepherd. Can't we walk quicker?
I'm already beginning to feel changes.
Ah.
Well, come on then.
You just go back to the beginning.
He didn't want to eat everything in the twin dilemma.
Well, okay, not exactly, but reminiscent.
Do you know?
Perry, it is me, behold.
It is.
Oh, this is nice, isn't it? With Spill.
Yeah.
Of course we're the same, but different. You only have to see how my sartorial taste
That
is
helps
influenced.
greatly.
But how can two of you?
Who do we know that's running a restaurant in Seville?
Remind.
You'll
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Welcome to Las Queridas, senor.
Ah.
How delightful to see you gentlemen of the...
Do you serve humans here?
Most of the time, sir.
I knew where it was going, but I'm still happy.
You're happy you got what you wanted.
Squid brains in white sauce, 2 cold suckling pigs,
A ham with pigs, a steak, and an entire family paella.
Oh, my, it's incredible.
They just started.
He's still eating.
Yeah, that was just the start.
You can change that anywhere in the 9 planets.
Well, it's not acceptable here, sir.
One of those planets is not Earth. Or Earth is not one of those planets.
You find fleas in a dog. Dog? Where?
Oh, no, he's in... Jamie.
Stop it! I will pay you with this.
Whoa.
What happened? Possession. Promptly on the scene, as always. Let me see that.
Perchance to dream.
Where are you, Anita?
I'm here.
Please. Take care of my beautiful nuts. Good night, sweet prince.
His face! This way! Now look! You got me into this mess!
Will you two please stop squabbling? We'll go this way.
You'll come this way. We have some unfinished business to attend to.
I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening anymore.
You've lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found this.
Oh.
So you survived the chloronic acid.
Yep, let's leave it there. Someone will pick it up.
It's very painful. Yeah. That's simply a nervous reflex. I've been butchering all my life. Primitive creatures don't feel pain in the way that we would.
You don't just stand there.
No, I thought we could have the saddle and the haunches for supper.
Never mind that now, Shockeye.
Jamie!
It's just like the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the end.
Remember what he used on the moths?
Yeah.
You're just desserts.
Whew.
It's okay, Jamie. Shockeye is done for. Ah. Oh. Oh my god.
Do try to keep out of my way in future and in past, there's a good fellow. The time continuum should be big enough for both of us. Just.
How about
I
6
think I
years?
prefer you to John. From now on, it's a healthy vegetarian diet for both of us.
A unique story.
It is a bit, isn't it?
But I liked it.
Yeah.
So there's that. Yeah. I've been thinking about this a little bit. It's kind of a return to form for Robert Holmes.
Right.
Compared to Cave's Avengers Annie. It's more sort of...
In his style?
Yeah. It's more sort of funny and sort of...
It's a comedy. It is very much, you know, like I was saying, a dark comedy.
Yeah.
You were almost laughing when Oscar was killed.
Because it was just like...
It's played for comedy.
Right.
Isn't it?
I was laughing more out of, like, confusion, I guess, because it just happened and then all this other stuff.
Well, it's a very ridiculous kind of scene, isn't it, in Seville?
Mm.
That whole thing. Deliberately so.
Yeah. Yeah, Caves was a lot more about the sort of, I guess, action.
Right, in the internal conflict. This has a yeah, you're right, Robert Holmes stories usually do have a
Like
message.
Sunmakers.
Yeah,
was
Carnival
really
of Monsters.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a return to form in that sense.
It's interesting.
Yeah, nothing against caves, obviously.
Yeah.
But
it's interesting you say that. It's quite a controversial one.
Right.
John Lewis.
No wonder.
Yeah.
I can never
Again, the
see
doctor kills Shockeye there right at the end, and that's kind of a controversial.
That's
sometimes,
true.
but again, I think I don't think it's that controversial, to be honest. Self-defense. We've seen the Doctor kill before.
Yeah.
There's probably ways around it, but I'm not too bothered, to be honest. Yeah, we saw, obviously, it kind of like all the things that are set up at the beginning kind of pay off almost, particularly Oscar and Anita.
Yeah.
Such interesting characters to me.
Mm.
They're introduced, obviously, we learn about the moths, he's showing her the cyanide.
Yeah.
And they like, oh yeah, we manage a restaurant. And then obviously all that, we eventually see that he eventually kills Shocker with the cyanide. It feels like well written.
Well thought out.
Yeah, all the lines kind of join up. Apart from, I'm not really sure what the plan was. Anyway, I don't really know what Chesini was trying to do. She kind of mentioned at the end, yeah, we're going to rule everywhere, but that's kind of not really mentioned until right at the end. I'm not really sure what anyone is trying to do.
Yeah, it's such a bizarre story overall. Like, there's obviously a lot of things happening, and it's sort of, it's kind of entertaining for that. But yeah, now that you mention it, there wasn't much of a plot.
Yeah, right. It seems like this is maybe it's almost too much Robert Holmes. He's gone so far in trying to do the whole vegetarianism metaphor thing, and almost forgot that there needs to be some kind of a story as well. Is where Shockeye is preparing Jamie, and he's like, they don't feel pain in the same way that we do.
Yeah.
I feel like that is an argument that non-vegetarians will use incorrectly. In the same way, that's the metaphor, isn't it? The metaphor is the humans are the primitive animals.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. Yes, that makes sense.
Music. One of my favourites.
Great music as well. Yes. Obviously, it was good seeing the second Doctor again and Jamie, but the two Doctors. I get it because there's two Doctors, but
we're back on titles. Why is it called the Two Doctors? Yeah, it's literally just called that for marketing things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, look, we got two of them.
Because it wasn't so much about them as the Three Doctors was about the Three Doctors coming together and facing off Omega.
Yeah.
Yeah, this just so happened to have another Doctor.
Yeah.
The Sontarans were in it, and
they were there.
They were there. That's about
and got promptly killed off right at the end here.
Yeah. This is such a bizarre story. I enjoy it. I liked watching it for its sort of entertainment value and the Robert Holmes stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just, looking back, it's just such an unusual story.
It really is. Yeah.
I was kind of, before coming into this part, I was kind of thinking what I would think of it by the end. I was like, I'm liking this quite a bit. And then this last part happens, and it's quite, yeah.
You didn't think you'd get Colin Baker going, ooh, a cat. And that's what I mean, it's a dark comedy.
Yeah.
In that respect.
I guess.
Which is not something we usually get from Doctor Who, really. It is a very unusual Doctor Who story. And quite confidently say, you'll never see anything like it again.
No. Okay.
or before it. In basically anything, I guess. If there's anything that's similar to this in any respect, I'd love to know what I'd love to know. Yeah. It's so weird.
7.5. Go on. Yeah. Right. The 0.5. A very, very in capitals. Very bizarre but welcome return to form for Robert Holmes.
2 stories left this season.
Right.
we've had a few intense penultimate episodes in seasons. So what are your expectations for this next one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it could go anywhere, really.
Yeah. Well, let's find out.
Maybe Tom Baker comes back.
You got it.
Alright, see you. See
And it's
next-
called The Two Doctors as well.
And it's written by Robert
It was
Harris.
written by, and it's set in Spain.
Okay. Alright.
Bye.
See you for that.